Good morning, ladies. I just wanted to make this video for you to show you how to remove your wraps and then how to reapply them. What you need for removal, what I like to use, is this is just warmed up coconut oil. I just keep this in a container, and this is what I use every time to remove my wraps. But you can use vegetable oil and olive oil, or you can use fingernail polish remover, or heat them back up. But my favorite way and the most gentle way is to use the coconut oil. And it's natural, and it smells good, and it takes, kind of helps keep your cuticles healthy. I want to apologize right now for my hair and things this morning. I haven't done my hair yet. But I've applied these. I have Edgy on right now, and I'm just going to take one off and reapply one to show you guys how to do that. But I applied these on Monday. So as you can see, they're still holding up really well for 5 days. But to take one off is you're going to take your opposite thumb, and I'm going to do it on my non-dominant hand to show you how easy it is to apply. So I'm going to use my left hand since I'm a righty. So you're going to take your non-dominant thumb, or any thumb, I guess, and you're going to break the seal, which just means that you're just going to peel it up a little bit. Then you're going to soak it in your warm oil. It takes heat, because our wraps are vinyl, heat, and pressure sealed wraps. So it takes heat to apply them and heat to take them off. At least to do it the proper way, to where you won't have any damage on your nails. Because if you take them off the proper way, you won't have any damage. And I've had my wraps on non-stop. I take them off and reapply them right away since about September of last year, September of 2014, and you'll see on my nail that there's no damage, there's no discoloration, your nails don't get yellowed or anything like that. So you just keep soaking and peeling a little bit. It takes just a tiny bit of time, but if you do it properly, there's no damage. Because if you just peel them off, you're going to have some damage. But if you take the proper method to take them off, you will have no damage. Wipe the oil off a little bit on my paper towel here. And as you can see, my nail isn't yellow. There's no damage. There's no anything. And it doesn't weaken your nail the way like gel manicures do. It keeps them nice and strong and healthy. So I'm going to pause you for just a second so that I can go wash my hands and get the oil off my hands, because reapplication, you don't want any oils. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies, so I washed my hands to get all the oil off so that there is no oils left on your hands. And then what you need is an orange stick, a buffer, cuticle scissors, your nail file. I like to have a rubber cuticle pusher as well. And I have the Jamberry mini heater, which is super convenient, and it's on sale, and you can find it under Sarah's link, or you can just use a hairdryer. But I find that the heaters are really convenient because they can sit here and you have two hands to do what you need to do. And then I also have my wraps, and I wanted to show you guys, this is Edgy, like I said, that I have on. This is what I have used for all 10 of my fingers. So I have small fingers, so I use the center part as well, and I just have to round them myself. But as you can see, make sure I got it on there good, there's a lot left. So I will get 2 more full manicures out of mine, and then you can get a pedicure out of just these 2 wraps. Use this one for your big toe if it fits your big toe, or if this one fits your big toe, whatever one fits your big toe. You cut that in half and use that for your big toe, and then you cut the biggest wrap into 8. And so then you can get a whole pedicure out of just 2 wraps. So essentially, you're getting 1 pedicure, 2 pedicure, and then most people can't get 3 like I can. I have really short nail beds. But you can get one manicure out of these wraps, 2 manicures out of these wraps, and then you still have these ones left over that you can trim down for accent nails. You can use, for your toes, whatever you want to do. So you get quite a bit out of 1 sheet of wraps. So, but anyways, back to application. The first thing you want to do is you want to take your orange stick, don't drop it. You want to take your orange stick or your rubber cuticle pusher, and you want to push your cuticles back because you don't want any cuticles in the way of your application, because if your wraps get on your cuticles or your skin, they're not going to last as long. And it takes a little bit of time to get really good. I can do it now perfectly, all 10 of my fingers without interruption, in 20 minutes. The first time I did it, it took me like 45. And I got it on my skin and my cuticles a little bit, but they still lasted 8 days. So you push your cuticles back, and then you're going to take your buffer. I like to do this. It's not essential on this part, but I have a little bit of ridges in my nails. My nails tend to be a little ridgety, so I like to buff it just to make a smooth surface for my wraps. So then you just buff it. Just a little bit, like that. And then, oh, I forgot my my alcohol. Hold on one second. Let me go grab it. Sorry about that, ladies. I forgot my rubbing alcohol. This, I don't know how I forgot about it, because this is like my most, when I tell anybody about applying the wraps, the most essential thing to applying your wraps is the rubbing alcohol. You just take a cotton ball, or if you have alcohol wipes, like the little alcohol wipes like from hospital or something, you just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol and you just clean your fingers with it. Because this makes sure you can wash your hands and things. And if you don't have rubbing alcohol, washing your hands with like Dawn dish soap or something like that that's made to get oils off really works. But this is essential because you want to make sure all the oils are off of your skin and nail so that the application process goes well. So then what I do is I take my orange stick and my wraps, and to size your wrap out, it's great that these are clear on the back, so you can kind of curl it around your nail, because you want to err on the side of a little bit too small rather than going too big and trying to fill your entire nail up. Because if you go too big, you're going to get it on your skin and your nails, or your cuticles, and then they're not going to last as long because they're not going to get a good seal. So it's better to err on the side of a little bit too small. Like as you can see, this one on my nail is a little bit too small. It doesn't quite go all the way to the edge. But when you look at it like that, you can't tell. So I know this second wrap fits my pointer finger. But if I didn't, I would take the wrap and I would just kind of line it up and wrap it around. And then you look at it to make sure it's not going to be all over your skin. But what I do is I take my cuticle stick, or I mean my orange stick, and I like to roll it up underneath, so that I'm not touching the back, because you want to touch the back of your wrap as least amount as possible, because you've got oils on your skin, so you don't want to get them on there. So I just kind of pull it up like that. Now I'm going to cut mine in thirds because I know that I can get 3 out of mine. But if you have short nail beds like mine, cut them in thirds, or if you have, like most people, a little bit longer nail beds and you can only get 2 out of them, cut them in half. So what you're going to do is you kind of just stick it to that. And then, I can't cut with my left hand. And then you just trim it off. So then you do that. So now your wrap's cut, and I've got a piece of my wrap sticking here. So then what you do is I'm going to turn my heater on, and you can see how quiet this is. You can barely hear how the mini heater's on. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put your adhesive side towards your heat, whether it's your hair dryer, the mini heater if you purchase that. You can even use a rice bag. But you're going to put, the rice bag's a little bit different of an application that I'm not going to show today. But anyways, with your heater or your hair dryer, you're going to put your adhesive side towards the heat. That's what activates the adhesive to be able to stick to your nail. And it only takes a couple seconds. You can see it curling up already, like that. And so the normal wraps take about 2 to 3 seconds. The matte and the glossy wraps take about 2 to 3 seconds. The glimmer ones take a little bit longer, about 5 seconds. And then, no, buddy, not right now. 1 second. And then, okay. And then the sparkle wraps take about 5 to 7 seconds to heat up because they're a little bit thicker. But then what you do is I grab it on the edge there, and you apply it to your nail. I like to put it on a hard surface so that I can be steadier, especially when I'm applying with my left hand. And I just kind of like to lay it on my nail like that to make sure that I have it centered and I'm not going to be getting it on my skin or my cuticles. And so I just kind of check it out and make sure it's going to be going where it needs to go. And then you start back at your cuticle with your thumb and slowly work it up like this. And so you apply pressure all the way up your nail. So then it's applied. And then I like to heat it again because it's, like I said, it's heat and pressure sealed so that you really get it on. So just heat it up again and then apply some more pressure. I even like to sometimes, because especially on my ring fingers, because they're really curved nails, to make sure that I've got the edges applied really well, I will take my cuticle pusher and really apply around the edges really well with that, because I can get a little bit extra pressure with that right at the edges, just like that. So as you can see, it's applied really, really well. It's as easy as that. Then what you do is, if you have a lot of excess on your edge, take your cuticle scissors and trim that off before you file. But I don't have that much, so I'm just going to go straight to filing. And you don't want to file like this. You don't want to file. You don't want to file straight up and down. Sorry, my son's tapping me on the leg. You're good. You want to file straight down, not up and down, just down. So you're going to take it and you're going to file like this, and it comes off in just a few seconds. You'll see. And you can do pretty much anything you want. You can see it's already coming off that easy. I just have the one little corner left. You can go to the beach, you can wash dishes, change diapers, everything you want to do in your wraps, and they stay on well. The last step that I like to do, just to make sure that that filed end is off really well, is I just reheat it one more time, just to make sure that edge that I just filed off is nice and sealed. My only recommendation on these is just to make sure that they've cooled down and really sealed well, is to not submerge them. So don't do your nails, don't put your wraps on and then go straight to doing dishes, or don't do your nails and give your kids a bath or something. I'd wait, an hour or two after application to, go swimming or dishes or whatever it is, just to make sure that they set up well and everything. And then it's as easy as that, and your nails are done and they look awesome, and for the fraction of the cost of going to a salon and getting them done. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Again, my name's Heather Adamson, and I'll be here to help you guys out the rest of this week. And I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy your wraps. Have a great day.